Sorry if my mic is a little bit quieter for some reason. Not sure what technical difficulties that we are having. But for this one here, we just have 4 examples with some shifts on it. I want you guys to try and do these shifts on your own. If you do follow along in the first couple, then pause it and try at least the last 2 on your own, so you guys can kind of get used to this. This will be on your guys' test. So starting out with, we have y equals the absolute value of x plus 2 minus 3. As always, we will start with our parent function, y equals the absolute value of x. So I will go at 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2, and on. It makes a v. Straight lines, absolute value function makes a v. We want to start with the inside first, okay? Some of you guys made some mistakes when you were doing some shifts on your guys' test. And some of it was because you were not doing inside and outside. It'll make things a little bit more clearly. That plus 2 is on the inside, so it will go to the left 2. Even though it's a positive, remember on the inside we do the opposite. Okay? So this has moved to the left 2. And then the last thing that we have here is we have this minus 3. Now that minus 3 is on the outside. It is not inside of the absolute value functions. So outside causes a vertical change, which means that this is going to move down 3 spots. Okay, so that's our first example that we have there. Next one, again, if you did that one, pause, try this next one on your own. We've got y equals negative absolute value of x minus 4. Okay, remember negatives are going to make things flip. Okay, that minus 4 is on the inside. I guess we should also talk about the fact that that negative is on the outside, so that is going to make it flip, and it's going to be a vertical flip when it occurs. So start with our parent function, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2. Absolute value makes a V. Okay? I would do the inside first. So minus 4 is going to shift each of these points to the right 4 spots. So each of my points shifted to the right 4 spots. And then finally we have that negative, and that negative is on the outside, so it is going to cause a vertical flip, meaning that each of these points will now flip down. So there is our example for this absolute value function as we have graphed it. Okay. Next one, I've got y equals the negative absolute value of x plus 4. This one looks almost identical to that last one, except notice where the location is of the 4. Now the 4 is on the outside. Okay? Negative is honestly in the same spot. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2. Absolute value makes a V. Okay? Negative is on the outside. Okay? Some people will say, well, how do you know if I should do the negative or move it up 4 first? Well, order of operations says that we should deal with multiplication before we deal with anything adding. And technically that would be multiplication there. So we should flip this thing first. And then after we flip it, each of these points will be moving up 4 spots. Ooh, it's a little off on my line. Okay. So there's that example there. Again, pause if you haven't tried this last one. Do this last one on your own. I've got y equals absolute value of negative x minus 2. Okay, we will start with our parent function. Y equals absolute value of x, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2. Okay, now, inside we should do first. We have a negative, which is going to make this thing flip. Okay, but it is on the inside, so that is a horizontal flip, meaning that this point flips over, this point flips over. So when I deal with my flip on this one, because of where the negative is, and the fact that this is symmetric by the y-axis, it looks like there is no change that has occurred. But this function has flipped horizontally. And then the last thing that we have is this -2 that is on the outside. So that is going to cause each of these here to shift down 2 spots. And that is your shifts for those as well. Okay? That's it.